Well, on Gakpo, here's all of Gakpo's goals. And I think it's really interesting, to your point there on Chris Woods, in that because Gakpo's got a couple from quite wide and unexpected areas, and it is only a couple there on that left-hand side, it's important to remember he's very good at tap-ins. He's good at getting himself in the position for them, and he's good at doing them. I feel as though Gakpo's performance is perfectly replicable. He's good at that shot that he whips in.
Well, I was going to say, even the two from outside the box, you know, slightly to the left where he's cutting in with his right and obviously rifling it. He's got, I'd say, the shot power probably top of Liverpool's squad. He's got a strike on him, certainly. And he's got the tap-ins to his game. I'm assuming a fair few headers in there, considering the...
few headers, 3 headers, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Salah probably from the opposite side, chipping in towards the back post, which we saw was, you know, I've wrote a few pieces on that this season as like an approach that Liverpool took to facing low blocks, so...
Yep, and so the next thing I looked at then was his conversion of very good chances. As I said before, we see that at 0.2 XG. So he's had 9 of them, and he's converted 6. Which is an overperformance from the expected goals on the shots, as you'd see there. So you can see, well, he's quite good at this. And you can see that they're all grouped around that area as well. This is, as I say, I think both in a tactical sense, but also in a performance sense, I think Gakpo's is sustainable in the same way that I think that Woods is close to sustainable. I think Bowen's is sustainable. I think Strand Larsen's would prove to be sustainable. Isak's would be. If you are good at converting good opportunities, I think that is a skill. And I think it is a replicable one.
Yeah, but I think crucially, being asked to replicate the same finish over and over again benefits a player eventually. Like we saw that with Robin, we saw that with Salah, seen it with Gakpo there to a certain extent.
I think you could probably argue you'd see it with Chris Woods if you took it.
Yeah, he was going to be next for me, yeah. But I always felt Nunes maybe would have benefited from that. I never really felt that he got it with Jürgen. He got a lot of shots, a ton of shots, but it was such chaos in the way in which the shot was created, so random. That was part of the reason why we created it, because the opposition couldn't deal with it. But generally speaking, the conversion of the shot would be different for him every week. He never really got the chance to replicate it from match to match, and he always struggled with it.
There we are. Next question then is, who's had the most hard lines with the creativity? Liverpool player. So I've got everyone who's basically open play, assists minus their open play XG assisted is the biggest in the league. So Ismail Assar, 5 assists, and his open play XG assisted is 8.23. Now I think this is a really interesting and fun metric, and the reason why is because it's not Ismail Assar's fault that people miss in the end. That's why I think this is quite good fun. Jack Harrison, his open play assists was 0, and his open play assisted was 3.19. There's a Liverpool player who's worse than 2 for this. There's only 10 players in the league in total. There's 1 Liverpool player, who is it?
I've got 2 in my head. I'm going to go for the player who I think was in and around this in the middle of the season, because I kind of remember looking. Szoboszlai?
Nope.
Is it Trent?
Nope.
Okay, you got me here then.
Andy Robertson.
Is it
He's
Robo?
third on the list.
To be fair, he got his one and only assist, didn't he, at the end of the season?
Gakpo goal, header, near post against Arsenal. 1 assist, open play, 3.96 open play XG assisted. 44 key passes from Robertson over the course of the season. Marmoush didn't get a single assist after having moved to City, 2.87. Then you got Mbuemo. So what the Lord giveth on one hand and taketh on the other. 4 assists, an open play XG assisted of 6.85. Leif Davis, who had Hardlines over the course of the season, felt he was drowning a little bit at times, but struggled with this. Paquetá didn't get a single assist, so minus 2.59. Mateta was the second Crystal Palace player on the list. 2 open play assists, 4.24. Casemiro, not a single assist, 2.13. Foden, only 2 assists, 4.1. And Garnacho, open play assists 2, open play XG assisted 4.07. These footballers, to me, they're just unlucky. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's just one of them. This is the ultimate variance, really, isn't it? I mean, creating chances for your teammates and you can't convert them. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. This is why you need a bit of luck if you're going to break that Thierry Henry, Kevin De Bruyne assist record, because it's just a mad one. So
is Robertson over the course of the season in terms of key passes? Some of them are a bit mad because they come from really, really deep, 1 or 2. There's only the one that was being pointed out by Josh at the end of the season, and I thought this would be a laugh. There's Kerkez. So Kerkez's XG assisted is 3.25. Robertson's is greater over the course of the season, but he ends up with 5 assists. One is just, if you see at the base there, if you can see the graphic, it's just a pass from the halfway line out to someone on the flank, presumably Clive Verty, then ran into some space and blammed it in.
I would have thought Semenyo.
Or Semenyo, yeah, it could be Semenyo, yeah, you're right. Could be Semenyo out there. And the rest are from sort of relatively normal left-backish areas, but this is XG per key pass is 0.09. Robertson's was 0.10, so it's much of a muchness. It is the essence of Hardlines.
It is indeed, but one thing I'd say there, one key difference that I've noted between the pair of them, that the number of cutbacks that Kerkez is posting versus Robertson, you can tell he's very capable of getting to the byline there.
So I think it's interesting because Robertson's got more cutbacks. Kerkez has got more cutbacks. Robertson's got more stuff parallel with the 6-yard box, mostly just on the penalty area or in the edge. Kerkez hasn't got much in that zone, the overlapping zone. So Kerkez has got himself to the byline, got the pullback. Robertson's got himself to 6 yards out and gone across goal. Yeah,
they're very similar players. You know, when it comes to Frimpong and Trent, you're going from one end of the spectrum to the other, really, while staying in the same attacking field. But when it comes to Kerkez and Robertson, you are just hopefully rewinding the clock on Robbo's time, basically, by getting Kerkez in, because he's kind of a clone in many ways.
I hope you're enjoying this free show at the moment. Loads of excellent, exciting stuff on the Anfield app. If you want to be part of the whole thing, you can download the Anfield app and go from there. Or you can subscribe via the YouTube membership as well for video-only content and other bits and pieces. We love doing these shows. We love that you watch them. So come, be part of the journey with us.